Alright, we're gonna start this video off a little differently. Because we got some new friends. This is Buddy.
The one with the red.
The one with the red collar.
And then Gizmo, the one with the blue.
That is Gizmo. Hold on, I'm gonna give you guys a better view. Those little puppers are down there are Gizmo and Buddy. So we got some new members to the family.
Yeah, that woke me up.
That woke you up, yeah.
They were really hyper, and I'm not used to hyper energy.
That's why they're outside right now.
Well, it's actually up because it's warmer outside right now.
True. It's cold enough to where I could wear my jacket, which I'm not gonna lie, now that I can see it in the shadow, this jacket is fucking huge.
Oh, knock it off, Oreo.
Not gonna lie, I feel like that meme where it's like what was it? Fuck. The dad who didn't want a dog, but then ended up being the one that loves them the most. I feel like that with Gizmo. Gizmo's my favorite.
To be fair, it was either that or not reuniting with the siblings.
And separating them, yeah. Because we found Buddy in a Walmart parking lot, then we saw some listings on a pound nearby saying that 3 other puppies were found in that area. I think in that area. I'm not sure if it's specified or not, but it was very close to around the same time. Yeah, dropped off anonymously. And then they all looked incredibly similar, and one of our siblings ended up getting one of them. So we ended up taking Buddy over to go visit to see if they would like act familiar with each other, and they were loving the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
So that basically guaranteed they were siblings, and
also
they wanted
how
to.
Close they were, bone structure wise and breed wise.
I already specified that though. But yeah, then we decided to we just fucking decided to go get Gizmo. His original name was Peep, but we didn't really like it too much. It didn't really fit him that much, and he wasn't really used to it yet, so we decided to change it to Gizmo. Which he's already seemed to have gotten used to Gizmo, which is nice.
Even though it was funny because you called Buddy your son at first.
Both are my sons.
You just have favoritism.
I have my 2 sons and my daughter.
Even though your daughter is more obsessed with me half the time.
My daughter's a pain in the ass.
She's obsessed with me. Literally, they all are sleeping right by the gate of our room. Because Mom told me that, and I guess both puppies see Oreo as something of a mom figure.
I mean, it makes sense. Buddy looks a lot like Oreo.
And Gizmo, on the other hand, not so much, but Gizmo still likes her.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Personally, I have major favoritism towards Gizmo, but I'll keep them. I'll keep them treated equal as I can.
I don't really care which dog it is, as long as they're trained. Because once we get the whole training process out of the way, it's going to be easier. It's just trying to adapt to the high energy now.
Yeah. The energy in the house is going to be really high for a while.
See, I would help Mom with the discipline stuff, but they only listen to Mom.
I'm not surprised.
And it's like, I really want to help, but I don't have the energy. And me and Mom kind of talked about that, and Mom's like, well, I did have 5 kids. And I'm like, and 5 husbands, which didn't help much. That only added extra children that she didn't need. And all the children that wasn't her own when she was younger.
True.
And then Mom's like...
Also, what do you mean more children that she doesn't need? I'm not needed?
No, the husbands, quote-unquote. The man-children.
I have no idea how Mom only managed to marry man-children.
I don't know either. Just like there was an old saying, I think Grandma Shirley said it. If your shirt gets wet while doing dishes, you're bound to marry a drunkard.
What?
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense.
It's an old saying. I think it's still on the line, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but Mom may not only marry drunkards, but also criminals.
I'm not surprised.
So...
Why do you think I'm so picky when it comes to relationships now?
I hate everybody.
Fair.
But then again, with all the trauma I've dealt with, I don't trust anybody for anything.
That's reasonable.
But that's what I also say with Mom, though, is, because of all the children she had to deal with, Bird. I guess the dogs always see her as a don't piss off this person because she's scary.
Yet they still managed to favoritize her.
Yes. And then, all of them were waiting.
Literally all of them are there.
They were all sitting there waiting.
Every single one.
Hi, Gizmo. Hi, Buddy.
I have no idea.
Hi,
Oh, there's Buddy.
Hi.
And Demon's just sitting by the door.
Hi.
Demon's just sitting and chilling by the door. He's like,
Look.
please save me.
And as I told Mom, is okay, good to know. I'm not having any hypothetical children, because if I do have children, they will not listen to me.
Not really. Dogs are definitely different than children. It just depends on how you do things. It depends on how you raise them.
The thing is, I'm doing the things that Mom does, and it doesn't work.
It's probably just because the puppies are used to Mom doing it.
Probably.
So they know when you do it, they don't really know whether it's bad or good. Meanwhile, when Mom does it, they do.
I don't know. They know me as a play buddy that spoils the living shit out of them. They will never see me as a disciplinary because of it.
That is likely why.
Even though I do try to be disciplinary, they're like, nah, you're not good enough.
You just have to find a way to mix both. You just have to find a way to mix both.
There is no way.
No, there is ways. You just ended up going way too far with the spoiling, and now you're 100% spoiler to them.
Well, I love the puppies. That's the problem.
You could love the puppies without, like...
Even though I keep saying to Mom, no more dogs. No more dogs. Goddamn, we got another dog.
Even if we don't want more, we still will love them if we get more. Squirrel.
Squirrel. Bird.
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 Dove.
Birds.
That's why it's bird feeders out here.
Makes sense. Would also explain the squirrel.
Squirrels eat out of bird food too.
I know, that's why I said that.
Goddamn pants. And I swear to God, I'm losing weight.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is.
As long as you're not going skin and bones.
It is, until you realize the favorite jeans you like wearing are slipping off more often, and then you're like, no.
That's why you
I
just need a
more
belt.
Belts.
That's why you just need a belt.
I don't like wearing belts.
I love wearing belts, they're nice.
Fucking belts are annoying, especially when I have to rush to the bathroom, and then I have to fumble with it, hoping I don't shit myself. Do you realize how annoying that is?
Yeah, I've done it before, but I'm used to it. I've gotten proficient at the art of belt unbuckling.
I don't understand you.
I forgot to put one on today, but fortunately, I forgot to put one on before we left. I knew I was forgetting something. Fortunately, this is one of my tighter pairs of jeans, so my jeans ain't going nowhere. You're just gonna have to talk to Mom about trying to get a belt.
I already have a belt. I just don't wear it.
But why?
It's annoying.
Just because it's annoying doesn't mean it's not gonna help.
It's annoying.
Belts exist for a reason, to keep your pants up.
I know, no, Anna.
Fuck you mean you don't know wanna?
I don't know wanna.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Butterfly. Maybe.
But yeah, in case anybody was wondering why we wasn't posting much, it's because puppies.
It was mostly because puppies, and also, like, I had another video set to go up, but at the time I was going through a lot of stomach pains and whatnot, and it ended up being like
habit.
No, not really my sleeping habit. No, it just ended up being like. Then the episode was only like half as long as our normal videos are. So I just decided to not post it. It was a very short video anyway. It was only like maybe 10-15 minutes. Not even that. I think it was like maybe 10 minutes. Meanwhile, our normal videos are like 20 to 30.
Yeah.
I was debating releasing it anyway as more of just a half video, but it wasn't really that entertaining.
No, it was actually more quiet and not really much to talk about.
Yeah, normally we would have probably had a good conversation. It's just the fact that I didn't really have anything to talk about because my mind was more focused on, oh god, the pain.
The pain, not again.
So I wasn't able to think of anything to talk about.
I also like my chain that I got. Stare.
I'm gonna stay silent on that.
Oh, the puppies are cuddling up to each other.
Oh my god.
The puppies are cuddling up together.
I would try and go over and record that, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'd be able to.
Move.
Yeah, they would likely move, and I don't want them to move.
Hi,
Yeah, they're already moving.
Hi, Gizmo.
Yeah, Gizmo's the shy baby. Meanwhile, Buddy's the I want to get him. I want to get him. I want attention. Give me attention.
It's also funny because Gizmo's the type that's like the shy one, but then can fight back if you push him enough.
Yeah, Gizmo's like the quiet kid.
Buddy is the hyper energetic. You want to go play with me? I need attention. Play with me.
Gizmo's the quiet kid that wouldn't shoot up a school.
Are you saying Buddy would?
No, I said Gizmo's the quiet kid that wouldn't shoot up a school.
So would Buddy shoot up a school?
I doubt it. He's cray-cray, but not that cray-cray. He's not quiet either. He's like one of those extroverted kids. That rock did not go anywhere whatsoever. This one will. God damn it, I missed. I'm fucking stupid. God damn it. There we go. I keep fucking missing. Man.
Birds are back again.
Did I fuck up my shoe? No, I didn't.
Look at the birds.
Borbs.
Borbs.
There's so many borbs. Holy shit. Bird feeders are goated.
It is until you realize just how much birds you'll get. In which then there's so much birds at one step they all flee. Purple flowers.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Purple, purple. Dandelion.
My brain rot nearly activated there.
What brain rot?
Golden dandelion.
The fuck is that?
Be glad you don't know.
The fuck? Bird.
I have yet to. That brain rot is very dead too. What the fuck?
Doing, bird? Huh?
That one did not leave for a while.
I don't know. I noticed one bird around our house, like, hell-bent on saying hi.
One of the doves?
No, a normal bird.
Huh.
And I was like, huh, weird.
Normally, normal birds are skittish.
Normally, that one was. It was just being around the roof and
How do we know for the fact that it's the same one?
I don't know.
It's probably not. Chances are they're different ones. It's hard to tell birds are similar, unless it's just behavior. Which, if you're saying they're changing behaviors a lot, chances are it's two different birds. One tries to get your attention, one just leaves. Dragon is messaging me talking about Rey Mysterio. That's crazy.
Who?
Rey Mysterio.
Who the fuck is that?
WWE guy. He's like one of the most known ones. What do you mean?
I hate WWE, remember? Especially after Dumbfuck.
Fair. If anything, I never liked WWE to begin with until Dragon existed, so.
The only thing that I like in WWE is not even part of WWE. It's just the one memory of blackface.
What?
My old character I made when I was a child.
Oh yeah, that fucking figure you painted all black. Well, his face black.
Yeah, well that was more him, Steven.
Yeah.
But still, that's the only part of that I like. Because it's just memory and nostalgia.
Because it was funny.
And looking back now, I think that was, very, not good.
Absolutely not, but it was funny, so.
It was. And I do kind of regret it, but not really. I'll do it again.
If you didn't paint it, why do you regret it?
I'd say I kinda. It's very loose.
Also, it's not really offensive because blackface is trying to mock or imitate black people. Painting a figure's face black isn't really offensive. I wouldn't think. Shouldn't be.
I say kinda though that I kinda regret it because of one part of me I'm like, that was really stupid. But
also, again, why do you regret it? It's not as if you painted it.
I think I still have that. Yeah, I do have that figure still.
You actually brought it?
Yeah, I can't let go of it. For some reason, there's always that part of me that goes, toss it, we don't need it. But blackface.
Oh my god.
But blackface. God,
You probably should not call it that.
What else should I fucking name it then?
That's a damn good question, but probably not that.
There is no other name I could ever rename it. That's a sad part.
What about Blackhead?
Well, I guess I could.
It sounds a lot less offensive.
BH, got it.
Why BH? Just name it Blackhead.
BH. At
that point, just call it BF.
I'll go with that then. But even then, even every time I look at it and go, I need to toss it or throw it away, I can't. It is part of the nostalgia toys. Now, if only I could bring my Dora the Explorer doll that broke a long ass time ago, but
I remember I drowned that thing.
I remember I used to have a hairstyle of Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, I know. I drowned it.
My hairstyle?
Oh, wait, no. You were talking about your hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was a Dora doll that you had that was had actual hair on it. And I drowned that thing.
Yeah, I remember I had no clothes either. I don't know what happened to the clothes.
You lost the clothes to that doll?
I think so. Because all I remember is most of the clothes just died. Mom didn't know where to find the clothes to get refixed or whatever. Or maybe I was too stubborn and didn't want it changed. But as I got older, I'm like, why is it naked?
Nakey bakey.
Naked bakey.
Nakey bakey.
But then I still remember the time I got my hairstyle like Dora the Explorer, and to this day, looking back, I'm like, ew.
Also, I mean, like, at least you're not like Steven who painted tits on the Barbies.
True.
That shit was fucking weird.
Instead, I lost the clothes for the fucking things.
Yeah, you lost them, however, they didn't really have anything to them. It was just figure. Meanwhile, Steven fucking painted tits on his fucking Barbies for some reason. I remember him telling me that, and I don't understand why he did that. Because I'm pretty sure he was still a kid when he did that. There was no hormones pulling him to do that.
I just like did a lot of shit with tearing a hole in pillows and fucking it that way. Or his mattress. Which I don't get either.
Yes. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot he fucked his mattress.
Yeah, which I don't understand.
I mean, I can't really judge him on that because a lot of people in their teen years tend to just try and fuck anything. They try and cut holes and fuck anything.
It's just creepy in my eyes.
I've actually heard a lot of cases where guys have done that.
To me, it's just creepy, but okay.
And in those situations, you usually get very severe rug burn on your dick, so it's not really worth doing. So at least you could imagine him getting his fucking dick burnt by doing it.
True.
Because, like, the fucking cotton and shit, or whatever the fuck it was inside of those mattresses, usually make it very easy to get rug burn.
Yeah. I've always just hated anything sexual, anything.
That's fair. And samesies.
Which is why if you ever look at my toy bags that I have, which are very tiny bags, nothing big, a lot of them are, ooh, glitter toys. Ooh, look at this. Hey, BF.
Mr. B, I nearly said the full thing. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I say the full thing. I'm not gonna get banned for mentioning blackface, but...
Yeah, I like BF more. It sounds actually more fitting. Just because it's more funnier in my eyes.
How is that funnier?
Because BF also means boyfriend.
That's not really funny, that's
So-
just confusing.
Maybe my humor is busted, who knows?
Maybe.
But at least that's 6'7".
6'7".
Fuck you.
6'7".
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
I'm gonna kill myself. Now, though, pen, pineapple, apple pen was pretty much the Gen Z era 6'7". It's literal. It's the exact same thing. 6'7's numbers. That's just nonsensical words. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is that it's words and not numbers, and it's 4 words and not 2 numbers. There's like no difference.
I still like it because it's ironic to me now. Back in the day, I hated it. But now I've actually grown to love butterfly.
You didn't hate it back in the day.
Actually, I did, where it's got to the point where anytime I heard it, I'm like, ugh. And I normally skip it. But then, after a while, I just grew to accept it and going, yeah, this is part of my past.
In time, you might accept that me saying it was part of your past. I mean, you said the same thing about PPAP back then.
I refuse to acknowledge that fucking number dilemma.
We'll see.
69 is better.
Sure. I agree that it's better, but I cannot afford it. I can only afford 6'7".
You're cringe.
6'7". 6'7" is all
I remember
the only
when
joke
the
I can
flag
afford
was
to give
the
you.
word.
I don't understand how people actually found that cool to say.
Or dab.
Dabbing was actually funny. I didn't mind dabbing. Until people started dragging it, and that's when dab police came a thing.
Yeah. Dabbing was fun at a time, but then after a while it was like, okay, enough dabbing please, we need clapping back. I can make your hands.
I can make your hands clap.
Hard to believe that song is actually dirty.
Right?
At first, I just thought it was a fun little jingle. No, it's a dirty song.
Right.
Yet, by common instinct, anytime that song goes on, our natural instinct is, okay, clap your fucking hands.
We must clap. It's like a fucking, what was it? I have
It's
to
like
remember
a
the
cha-cha
word.
slide, if you've ever had that.
I have.
Where it has common instinct, you have to follow along to the best of your capability.
Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth.
Back when dance floors was actually fun.
Right.
I'm still better because there's no fucking bar place around here that actually has line dancing.
Yeah, because you're 21 now.
Don't remind me. I wanna be 20 again.
Meanwhile, anyone who notices a sudden cut, I accidentally ended the video, so I'm restarting it here. Anyways, what were we saying?
Meanwhile, you turn 16, 16.
Yeah, meanwhile, I turned 16 in like 2 months. I'm not sure how much time I think it's 2 months.
Yeah. It's coming up.
You know, I was talking to Davey and he asked me how do you feel knowing you're going to be turning 16 in 2 months? And I'm like, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. Mainly because then you can actually try to apply to places and hopefully get hired.
Yeah, and then I could also try and work on getting my license too.
Yeah.
And then I could start working on getting a bike.
Well, you still have that electric thing that needs to be repaired and whatever.
I know. That's what I'm gonna probably get used to get to my job for once I actually get the money to get it repaired. I think I'm gonna need like $300 to $400 depending on how much they end up saying it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to save up some money for it. Either way, though, I'm excited.
Yeah, I've been talking with Mom more about the jobs too, is that, hey, Dollar General is not too bad. I'm like, people over there is not really friendly.
How do you know?
Because they don't really have a whole chipper outlook or smile. They're just like, here you go. It's more robotic and just no one wants to be there.
Fair enough.
And then I'm like, I still want to try one of the coffee places that's more laid low and not really popular.
You talking about VD? Okay.
And I want to try that, but then I'm like, I'm gonna wait until you get a job. Because me and Mom's already talked about me getting another phone. Because my phone is still very iffy. And while yes, technically this phone is supposed to be shared, I'd rather wait.
Yeah. Well, currently this phone is shared, but when I get a job, Mom said, Mom said once I get a job, I'll start handling the payments for this thing's data.
Yeah.
And then it'll actually end up being mine.
How much walks is this again?
I have no idea.
I think this is the 5th.
No, not the 5th, no. I think it was the 4th.
Okay, one more time then.
Yeah. I can't wait to get a message from Mom asking where we are. Do you know where your kids are?
God, we need that advertisement on TV again, or at least on phones or some shit.
Yeah, because people still don't care about where the fucking kids are.
No. And those who do know where their kids are.
Oh, that bike is beautiful.
And those who do know where their kids are, it's like, okay, get the fuck back inside.
The only thing I dislike about that bike is that there's no fucking muffler on it. That person needs to get a muffler for that thing. Jesus.
God, I should have heard so much of the fucking drag racing on fucking Easter.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, the color on that bike was so, ugh.
No, it was not appealing. It was like a greenish, some color.
Felt like a turquoise. You don't put turquoise on a bike.
No, it's the same cool.
Unless you have like a pearlescent finish to it.
Squirrel.
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 I'm the king of the
I
squirrels.
swear to God, we do this every other fucking video.
No, every video, I'm pretty sure.
Because every time we see a squirrel, it's the neuron activation. Squirrel.
I'm the king of the squirrels. Where are all the birds? The birds left us. How rude, squirrel.
I still wonder where the hell Cookie's at.
Huh?
I'm still wondering where Cookie went.
Probably in there. Someday we'll see Cookie again, and then we'll make a video on it saying
Featuring
Cookie
the
returns. Cookie returns. I'm gonna really hope that Cookie isn't dead.
No, I don't think Cookie would be.
Bay?
Bye, yeah.
Bay?
Look, it's not my fault. I'm still doing my story. And then there's still those segments of Southern. And then I've been learning Southerner fucking slang.
I mean, the Southern slang isn't really hard to get.
Did you know the common phrase that I picked up more is a lick and a promise? It means a has a hazardous job.
I've never once heard that ever.
Well,
I don't believe that that's actually a Southern
thing.
thing.
It is. I've seen people talk about it.
I don't believe Southerners say that to this day.
I don't know, but I would think they do.
Because I've never once heard that ever.
Well, there's people that make comments about it, and then, yeah, they've heard it and seen it.
Their chair fell over.
The
Oh, it's
wheel's
broken.
busted.
How the fuck did their wheel break?
It's wood. It would chip away.
That does not look like a chip thing. That looks like it full on snapped. I don't know how the hell that could have happened. The wind couldn't have done that. Because it's not exactly in the ground. It would have just fallen over. I have no idea how the hell that happened to that poor wheel. That poor wheel.
The wind actually feels kind of nice, though.
Right? It's a light breeze. It's nice. What?
Trying to get my pants all adjusted.
Trying to make sure they don't fall off you.
No. They've already fallen inside the house several times. Not again.
Just wear a belt.
No.
It's probably going to be less of a pain in the ass to just wear a belt than have your pants continuously fall out.
I don't want to.
Use the belt for its purpose.
I don't want it. I'm stubborn. It's funny, you're the younger one, and you're the most, kind of responsible, other than money.
Sure.
Okay, maybe when you get a job then where
Amber, the only reason I'm broke right now is because I had to buy a $30 headset.
True. But you also didn't want us to pay for it too, though.
Yeah, no shit, of course I didn't want you guys to pay for it. You already ended up paying for like $10 headset that didn't end up working with me. Then Mom paid for a headset that didn't work, which I don't even know if you guys were able to return.
Yeah, we did manage to return it. I got the money back. But still, once you get a job, though, you can definitely get your money back and earn it up again.
Yeah.
My leg's gonna hurt now.
I gotta see a video of this. I see them snuggling. You guys snuggling. They snuggling. They were snuggling. Okay. They want to say hi to me. Hi, Buddy. Hi, Gizmo. Hi, Gizmo. Hi, Buddy. Alrighty.
So adorable.
They are the cutest fucking things ever.
Just imagine when they're full size.
Right?
Because then they're not going to be so little anymore.
Alrighty, well, have a good rest of your guys' day. God bless you.
Don't do anything stupid, don't die.
Don't do anything stupid. Don't die. Don't do it. And have a good rest of your guys' day. Thank you for watching. She headbutted me. Why are you like this? Alright, well, see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.